welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. It's Rachel and Becca, and we're here today with Flock Talk, and we're talking about things we're bad at.
We have quite an extensive list. However, they did not come to mind today. I've not seen Rachel's. I think she's heard one of mine just because I was having trouble coming up with stuff, even though I shouldn't have. But
I heard about that one after I was done writing mine. I have not picked up a pen.
Was yours on there? Was it on there?
So if we have similar answers, that's just fate, okay?
Okay.
It's just fate.
Okay.
So, you want to go first or want me to go first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Things we're bad at. Now, if you are a frequent flock flyer and you know about us, you'll know some of these already.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So number one had to be at the top of the list: math.
Oh.
Horrible at math. Now, I have physical symptoms when a math problem comes up towards me.
Yeah.
Like if one's coming at me, I will start sweating. Sometimes I hive up and get itchy. Like I have a physical reaction if I am forced to do math. So math has to be at the top of my list.
Okay. Okay. And I love math. It's actually very interesting because as we go through this, I feel like her strengths will be my weaknesses and vice versa.
Which is great.
We may have to do a video eventually on things that we're good at.
Yeah.
But you can write them for me and I'll write them for you. So it's not right.
Oh, that's sweet.
I know. I know. My first is frisbee golf. I am terrible at frisbee golf, and I pride myself, I mean, not now, but when I was younger, was very athletic and active and all of that, and those types of things come very natural to me. However, frisbee golf, my 9-year-old son is way better at frisbee golf than me. I mean, that kid can throw, but I have a bad attitude about it the entire time. I hate it. It's terrible.
I don't know who. Tell me, leave a comment below if someone you know is actually good at it, because I swear.
Julia No is amazing at it. Like really good. Wayne is actually pretty good at it.
I haven't even tried. Like I don't want.
But you love ultimate frisbee, right?
I do.
And you're good at it?
I mean, I haven't played it since high school, but I'm not very athletic.
Maybe we should have an Oak and Lamb outing and play ultimate, because I would play ultimate frisbee at least. Yeah. I don't remember any of the rules, but is it sort of like football?
It's flag football, but with a frisbee instead of a football. That's it.
That sounds miserable, but I would play it.
I thought it was super fun back in high school when I was.
There were like intramural things when I was in college for ultimate frisbee. I never. No.
That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't try frisbee golf. Okay.
Number two.
This is going to be funny to you all because we're sitting here on a YouTube video, but I am horrible at public speaking. I am. At school, like if someone's in front of me, like I can talk to you all because I'm talking to a camera. But if there was 100 people in front of me, I'd be a puddle in the floor. I cannot public speak. Every time at school, when we have to do a presentation, I wanted to be first to get it over with because I was such a nervous wreck. Like it'd take days for all the class to go up and do their presentations. If I wasn't like first on the first day.
Is it because you're afraid that you're not going to be able to convey like what?
It's
like you're not going to remember what you're supposed to say?
No. It's the same reason why I never wanted to do sports. I hate people looking at me. I'm so uncomfortable with people staring at me. I don't want them looking at me when I talk. I would never have wanted to play a sport because that means people are judging me and
looking at you. Which is really funny because if you ever met Rachel in person, like she is the easiest person to talk to. But you're probably dying on the inside, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Polar opposite. I don't care at all. I don't care at all.
And
it doesn't bother me.
I admire that so much about Becca. I do.
I will say this, and I've gotten more comfortable as I've gotten older, and that may be the case for you as well.
I hope so.
If it's something that I know about, like crafting, for instance, I could get up in front of millions of people right now and teach them how to craft. Like that would not bother me at all because I know it really well. But if you ask me to get up and like teach how to
something you're uncomfortable with.
Yes, I would feel like I was stumbling over my words really badly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be afraid to be in front of them.
But I would be.
Yeah.
Even if I knew it like the back of my hand.
Okay.
Which is something I'm going to have to overcome because eventually we hope to host conferences and things where we're teaching people live how to do things. And listen, what do I say sometimes? Very rarely here. but you don't grow when you're comfortable because you don't.
Yeah.
So if you have to be pushed out of your comfort zone in order to get better at something or, to grow.
So what I'm hearing is that 2023, I should push you out of your comfort zone.
I mean, I don't remember ever saying that.
No,
I hate change.
Yes, you do.
It's true. Everyone knows this. I don't do well with change. I have to really change my attitude and prepare a long time for any amount of change, any amount.
And it's funny because I've discovered how to approach Rachel with some change.
She's got it. She does better than my husband does with introducing change to me. It's hilarious.
Like, if it just doesn't work, it's going to be fine. It's not a big deal, but.
I love it.
Number 2 for me, oh God, is drawing. You all know I'm a terrible drawer. I cannot draw worth squat. I can hand letter and I can chalk draw.
Yeah.
But I cannot take like a marker or a pencil or a pen. It is, don't ever play like Pictionary with me, or what's the game where you draw and oh, don't play that with me. It's really bad. And then I get like nervous.
Right.
That one game that we were playing at my house, Jack in the Box on the phone. Oh my gosh. Everyone was like, what? It's bad.
I'm bad for thinking in my head that I can draw something. I'm like, just like the cat.
Yes.
I'm like, that's going to be so easy. So I go down to draw it and I'm like, this looks horrible. But
in your head, it was really good.
In my head, I'm like, this is so easy. I can
Nailed
do this.
it.
Okay, number 3 things I'm bad at. Eating cold banana pudding. I'm kidding. This is like a trick.
Oh, that's not on there?
No, I mean, it is.
But I don't feel like you're bad at it. I feel like you would do it just fine.
I don't want to.
Choosing.
Okay, my next one's drinking Dr. Pepper. Me and Becca have a big debate about warm banana pudding versus cold banana pudding. I have lost in the comments and everything, so it's fine. But I think that it should be noted that I think cold banana pudding is absolutely horrible. Okay, the real one that I'm horrible at is being patient. Quite literally about anything, honestly.
I didn't put that on my list, but I should have.
I'm not patient. In traffic, the only thing I'm patient with is my son. Thank you, Lord, for that. Everything, and Beck, she doesn't ever test my patience, but like I'm just not a patient for waiting on food to get done, or a video to upload to YouTube. I am not a patient person.
No. I was actually telling Anna's foster baby yesterday that he needed to learn some patience, that patience was very hard, and that I also was not good at patience, and God likes to teach me patience, yes. And I would wish that he would stop that.
It's understandable. Patience is a virtue. It's something you got to work on.
I'm not good at it. Me either. No. Number 3 for me is telling people no. I'm terrible at it. I'm a people pleaser.
That is true.
I am a type 1, and I love to fix things for people, and I love to make people happy, and I like to help. I'm a helper, and so if somebody asks me to do something, it kills me if I have to tell them no. And I have to think like over and over in my head like how I'm going to do it, or what I'm going to arrange in my life and not do in my life so that I can help them. It's really a problem.
I think another part of the problem is, because I don't like to say no either. I really, truly don't like to if it's in my power. But not a lot of people ask me for things because I don't know a lot of people. Becca, however, could be the mayor of our town. Becca knows everyone. Literally, she knows everybody. So she has way more people asking her for things, putting things on her plate because she can't say no. I mean,
so bad.
You know so many people.
I do know a lot of
people.
people.
And they'll come out of the woodwork and be like, hey, Becca, remember me from middle school? Can you do this for me? And she'd be like, yeah.
I'll get it done today.
I'll get it done today. It's true. She busts her butt for you guys. Okay, singing. I'm horrible at singing, like god-awful at singing. But that's
I've never heard you sing.
I know. I would never. I legit can't. My family has not a single, what do you call it, like bone in their body towards singing or instrument. The only person who can play any instrument is my like 6'2", humongous, big-built cousin Joseph, who self-taught himself to play the piano.
And I don't know how his fingers fit on those keys. I got to be honest.
I mean, here's the thing. He walks up in church, gets on the piano, and anyone who has to be a visitor is like, now, what's this fella doing on the piano? What is he supposed
He's like
to
a
do?
giant.
He's a giant, and he sits down there, and then he plays a gorgeous hymn, and you're like, what? Yeah. But he's the only one that can play an instrument in the family, so I can't sing, I can't play anything. I'm just not coordinated.
I gotta be honest, I don't know that I believe it, because I have heard like you humming and stuff like that, and I feel like I feel like you could at least be like a choir singer or you know, like a backup vocal.
Sure.
I don't feel like you're tone deaf.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I think it's important to know that I'm bad at singing.
Okay.
I think it's much better than getting up there, taking a solo piece, and
There's a difference in being a solo. I am not a solo artist. No.
I don't know. We've heard some of your stuff, Becca.
I mean, you can't hide
Oh,
talent.
you can hide talent. It's true, Becca.
Especially when they're screaming in your ear with it. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's true.
Number 4 for me, this is very interesting, is small talk. Dear Lord, small talk. Like, this is not small talk to me. This has a purpose, and I don't feel like we ever small talk. Small talk is like,
that's true.
okay, this is the first time I've seen you in like years, where I knew you from when I was a kid. Like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Like, I hate asking people that because like, are you really gonna answer me? Like, you know what? My dog died this morning, and it's just not been a great day, and I have like this hemorrhoid, and are you really going to answer and tell me how you really are? So I hate that. And then you get into like the weather and like, who cares about that?
I ask the weather almost every live stream.
No, and I'm like,
what's the weather in your neck of the woods? Becca's like,
sunny here. Yeah.
No,
I get diarrhea of the mouth, and then I end up saying things that I regret. Like an hour later, I'm like, God, why did I say that?
I do that a lot. The regretting saying things. Often. I think it comes with anxiety, honestly. I think anxiety is some of the root of it. Like, I'm going to ask you a question, but I'm anxious about the answer because I'm not sure how I can handle what you tell me.
Yeah. Do you actually, now, are you actually able to listen to people when they're answering? No.
If I'm like, hi, I'm Rachel, what's your name? And they tell me their name, I'm already worried about what I'm asking them next. I swear to you, if I have met you and I forgot your name, do not take it personally because it's completely... It's me. It's not you. Like, I do not remember any name. It's sad. It's a shame, honestly. Yeah. Someone called me the other day and said, may I speak with Rachel? I said, this is she. And I was so concerned on what the call was about that she gave me her first and last name.
Probably your title, too.
Probably. And I had to ask for it later in the call to write it down because I did not even try to remember it. Not even close.
I get it.
Okay, one thing I'm really bad at. Now, I'm a decent cook. I can follow a recipe really well. One thing I can never do is not overcook chicken. I overcook chicken. Becca doesn't have this problem, right, Becca?
No. Are you talking about like in a pan or in the oven or what?
Anyway, I always overcook chicken because I'm so worried about salmonella. I can never make it like juicy. It's always just dry chicken that I'm chewing.
Well, I did make it at Inna's that one day.
That's what I was joking about. I said, right, Becca, you don't have that problem.
Yeah.
James literally hacked into a I'm going to say 80% raw piece of chicken. And mine was perfect, and I was starving. And so James was like, I'm not going to eat. And I was like, well, I'm going to eat. And I just kept eating mine.
It was chicken cordon bleu, and these chicken breasts were huge. And
They were
Anna's
huge.
oven, like only half of it cooked, and I didn't realize, and I felt terrible.
No, he didn't care.
It was so funny.
So fun. He was hacking into it. Just, not even pink. That thing was
Raw.
Still clucking. It was raw.
On the inside. No, the outside's like, it was.
It was so funny, though.
Yeah.
It was good.
I thought this said keeping plants alive because my handwriting was like, it's keeping plants alive. I am terrible at it. I'm trying so hard. I want to be a nice plant lady, plant mom. I've like named my plants and have like gotten on this cycle of watering them once a week. But if it requires more water than once a week, it's probably not going to do well. Or I go overboard and they get moldy because I give them too much water.
Yes, that's mine. Keeping plants literally word for word.
Oh, you literally
have?
Okay.
That was my next one. Keeping
Okay.
plants alive. I've tried to have plants because I like plants. I like house plants. Growing up, my mom always had some house plants around, but I either don't give them enough light or I give them too much light and they crisp up. Or like Becca, I water them too frequently or too infrequently. It's like right when I'm like, you're living, you're thriving, this is great. I come in one day and it's taking a turn. And I'm like, what happened? Tell me what you need. I think it's way more finicky than people think. Way more finicky, honestly. If there's and some plants, depending on the plant, are way pickier of a plant than other plants.
They're
Some
sensitive.
Plants,
Yeah.
It's sensitive.
Yeah.
Some plants can survive anywhere, any temperature, any humidity, anything. And other ones, literally, if it's next to a vent and they get a draft, they'll just die.
Like a fiddle.
Fiddle leaf fig tree.
Yeah. Terrible. I've killed like
horrible.
6 of those.
It's horrible.
Actually, only 2, but whatever. I have found that if you get like the same type of plant, for instance, if I get a super sensitive plant and a like non-sensitive plant, then I can't remember which is which, and it's a whole thing, and I don't know which one to treat which way.
Yeah.
So I've just started getting ones that are like
Similar.
yeah, but like on the tag it says suitable for desert-like conditions. I'm like, oh great, that's perfect.
I can't kill this.
Come live with me,
That's
baby
gonna be
plant.
great.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm coming to the end. I only have 2 more. That's it.
I have well, because it's my turn.
Okay, you go
Yeah.
then.
Keeping things organized. I feel like you're bad at this as well, but it's not on your list, is it?
So
We can organize them, but we're bad about keeping them organized. Meaning,
This is
we
true.
get it out and we're like, oh, we'll put that back, and then it's like all everywhere, and then we just shove it places, and then we have to like reorganize in 3 months.
we're way worse here.
Here, yeah.
My house, I try my hardest to keep it super
Yes.
organized. But I'll do the same thing. I'll get it exactly like one weekend when Charlie's gone at his grandparents' house. I'm like, this is it. I'm gonna spend the
Yeah.
whole day organizing every under the cabinet, every closet. Then I get it the way I want it to. And then a week later, because I'm chasing after Charlie or I just don't have the energy, I just throw something somewhere and then it accumulates for a couple months. So I like to keep a clean, tidy house. However, most of the time, things aren't very organized.
My problem is that my husband doesn't like to throw anything away, and he also
I can't.
he's a stacker, and it drives me crazy. Like he doesn't mind if you go in his closet, he'll just stack his shoes. I'm like,
That would drive me nuts.
so when you have to pull the ones on the bottom, they all come down.
And he keeps all the boxes to everything.
Yeah,
remember?
everything.
James does that too.
So annoying.
I can't stand it.
What's
I
your
can't
next
stand it.
one?
Spelling.
Oh,
I'm horrible at spelling. Horrible. And it's not because, mom didn't try or the school didn't try that I went to. They did great. Some words, I just can't. I can't spell some words. I cannot do it. My dad is horrible at spelling. I think I get it from him. He used to call, and this is, it's embarrassing, but I get it, so I would do it too. Dad would literally call mom in the middle of the day while he was typing up a report for work and be like, hey, how do you spell XYZ? And mom would spell it for him over the phone. He would do that at work sometimes, like a professional adult. I just can't spell some words.
I got a text from Rachel one day, and it was just one. I don't even remember what it was. One random word. She was like, "Oops, I hit send." She had typed in my message the word
Yes.
to see if it was spelled correctly, like to see if the little squiggly line or whatever would come up, and she accidentally.
Like I was spell checking in a text box too, Becca.
Yeah. But here's the
meant
thing,
to-
like I kind of blame that on technology. People, it's not just you. I think your generation in general doesn't spell as well because you don't have to.
Yeah, we don't have to. I understand. Now you can spell really.
I'm an okay speller. Yeah.
You're good to spell. If you put a gun to my head and told me to spell restaurant, I couldn't do it. Restaurant, I couldn't do it.
It's because it looks weird.
I can't.
That's like Wednesday. I have to say Wednesday every time.
Wednesday, yeah, absolutely.
Number 7 for me is folding fitted sheets.
Who folds fitted? You
My
can't.
mother.
You wad it up.
No, right. I do. My mother has like this whole like put the corner in the thingy and the do with the
I've tried
thingy and then the
that. I've
flat
tried
and then
that.
the fold and then I'm like I wad it up and throw it in there. I don't care.
Do you have several sets of fitted sheets?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, I only have 2. So like one is on the bed.
Right.
So I have one extra. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's not as bad looking wadded up in a corner as if you have several.
I have an armoire in my closet and so like there's a couple of drawers that or shelves that have like
Yeah.
and I don't use flat sheets. Do you use flat sheets?
You don't use flat sheets?
No, because Wayne and I don't share blankets. Do you know why?
What?
We shared blanket when we first got married, but Wayne likes to go like this and roll with it, and it pulls off of me, and I'm like
So
freezing
you're
the entire
just
time
left completely
with nothing.
Okay. Okay. So, do you sleep with a comforter?
Yeah.
Day cover type of thing?
I like a weighted, so I sleep with a quilt, 2 quilts, and a fuzzy blanket. like so many blankets, because it's also 65 degrees in my house because I love that.
Yes.
Um,
Does Rawlings sleep with you?
no, Rolling sleeps with Wayne because I hate body heat.
Okay, I was about to say, because a dog will make you burn up.
No.
So folding fitted sheet, I don't try to fold fitted. I think I tried one time with the TikTok hack or whatever that was like, put your hands in there and then it's a square and then you can fold it. It doesn't work for me.
And I pride myself on like origami type things, like crisp folds, really pretty. No,
No, I can't fold a fitted sheet.
it's not the same.
I think everyone's bad at folding a fitted sheet. And the ones who are not are way too proud of it. They're way too proud that they can fold a fitted sheet.
Oh,
They just gloat about it to everybody.
yeah.
Good for you.
I mean, Mom would.
Fold
Right
the
now,
footage.
if she were here right now, she would.
Honestly, it might be a little bit of a superpower.
It is a
I can't
superpower.
fold the footage.
Or I mean, maybe you have to be a witch or something. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. That's the secret. Okay, the last thing I've got on my list is driving at night, like an older one. I can't see good at night. If it's at night and raining, I might as well pull to the shoulder and just go to sleep. I cannot drive at night well. I can't.
Do you have an astigmatism?
No, I don't. That's another factor. I have no astigmatism at all.
I'm really not sure what to tell
I
you
just
then.
can't drive good at night. I get nervous, if there's an on-ramp, off-ramp situation. I'm always nervous that someone's driving with their lights off because they're not paying attention. And I'm like, you're going to hit me, I'm going to hit you. It's going to be horrible.
Anna is also a terrible nighttime driver. She has astigmatism. I hate driving with her at night. It's really scary. It's really scary.
Basically, I just say, Jesus, take the wheel. I just hope that I can get home.
That's all you can do.
That's all I can do.
Yeah. I have 3 things left.
Okay.
What did you do?
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 9, but one was a joke because I did put eating cold banana pudding on here. So really, I just had 8.
Keeping things simple was one of mine.
Oh my God.
It's true. I love lots of color. I love more is better to me. Someone told me and Anna one time, we were making this painting for Donnie and Julie when they first got married in their house, and it was fun and amazing. And one of their neighbors came over and we're like, remember, less is more. And we were like,
No.
and we looked at her, we were like, no, more is more. Yeah, I'm not a minimalist. I like the look of it,
Yeah.
but I can't do it. I like stuff.
You do like stuff. I like more minimal. I mean, it looks like a beige monster threw up in my house. I don't have anything on the wall still, nothing. But, it looks like, Becca's house looks like Becca, with the color and the vibe and I love it personally.
Stuff.
When you read that, keeping things simple, I took it as a way that I'm bad at keeping things simple, which is I overthink, so I assume everybody else overthinks. So instead of, like the other day, saying, Becca, did you drop that stuff off from Hobby Lobby because I'm going to film? I literally thought in my head of 10 questions I needed to ask Becca. And then I started typing something out that was about this long. Then I thought, well, maybe I'll just call her. But what if she's busy? I can't keep things simple as far as, or like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't want to send the text to somebody because that's too vague. If someone sends that to me, I'm like,
What do they want?
What are they doing? Should I say I'm busy? Should I lie? Should I not lie? That's mean. I can't lie. So when I send somebody, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? Because, James isn't here and I have the baby and I wanted you to come over and I saw this movie on Netflix and I wanted to watch it, but not with James, but with you. Like, I cannot simplify anything ever. So when I read that, that's what I took it as.
I gotta be honest though, I love that about Rachel because I never have to wonder. I never have to wonder.
I know it's so annoying to people. And when I'm telling a story,
It doesn't annoy me at all.
Usually I say the story a couple different times in the same.
Yeah.
I just say it over and over.
It doesn't annoy me. I love it. I
That's
appreciate
good.
it.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you know.
Number 9 is job interviews. Terrible at job interviews.
But you've gotten every job, right?
No.
Oh, no.
Well, there was one I didn't get that I applied for because I didn't speak Spanish.
I feel like that shouldn't count.
Right. All the other ones I have. I am terrible at job interviews, or I feel like I am because the ones that drive me crazy are what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. But in that moment, I'm like, they don't care that I can't fold a fitted sheet. Like if I went to a job interview and they were like, what are your weaknesses? I'm like, well, I can't draw very good. I can't fold a fitted sheet. I'm really bad at small talk. Like they don't want to know that. They want to know if you're bad at multitasking or being a team player
Yes.
all those things. And I'm a really great multitasker. I'm terrible at asking people for help. And so they're going to be like, oh, so you're not really a team player. No, because I can do it better and I don't want your help. Like that's honestly, like I don't want to be taken down. Like group projects in high school and college, I hated those because I didn't want my grade to be a reflection of someone's inability to show up or do quality work.
Yes.
That drives me crazy.
Neither of us like relying on other people for anything.
No, hate it. Unless I know they're reliable. How, like, for instance, if I'm like, Rachel, I need blah, blah, blah. Can you help me with this? Like, I know she's going to do it, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm never like, oh my God, is she going to be there on time? She's going to remember this.
Those emails the other day. I told, and she didn't even ask me to. She was like, Fallon said they were off for break. And Fallon said, can we go, Mom? She goes, yeah, just a second. I'm going to answer these emails. And I was like, I'll do that, Becca. You can go. Enjoy your day. So she left with Fallon. As soon as she walked out the door, the thought just drifted away. So at like 4:30 that afternoon, I was feeding Charlie in his high chair, and the thought came back, whisked right back, and I was like, I didn't answer those emails. I didn't even do it. So I ran. I was like, James, come feed Charlie. So James was feeding Charlie. I ran to my laptop. Becca had already answered. So then I feel like a pile of dog doo-doo. And I texted her, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I told you I would, and I didn't. I promise I'm reliable. And she's like, it's fine. Oh, man.
It's like, I'm sitting here outside with the kids. I'm bored. I answered emails. It's fine.
I was so beat up.
Otherwise, I would have texted you back and been like, hey, are you going to answer those emails? If you feel like doing that. The last one, which this comes as absolutely no surprise to anyone, is losing. I'm a terrible loser. I'm a terrible loser. Terrible at it. I have a really bad attitude, and I beat myself up, and I think about all the things that I could have done differently. And
sometimes you trash talk.
Well, that's during. I'm not going to trash talk after I lose, because then I look like an even bigger loser. I'm really bad at it, and I would say that I want to get better at it, but I don't.
Well, honesty is the best policy here. You can't write being honest on there because you're great at that.
Yeah.
Yep, sure. We hope that you all enjoyed Vlog Talk and enjoy these podcast type videos where you get to know more about us. If you do seem to love us and love the way that we communicate with each other, we would love to welcome you as a part of our flock. We have an incredible crafty community. So whether you have a Cricut or a Glowforge, or you like to sublimate or sew or do woodworking, really anything having to do with your crafty passion, we would love to walk hand in hand with you and make you confident here at Oak and Lamb. So click the link down below and see how you can join. We have cut files with free commercial use licensing, a Facebook group for only members, which is an incredible place to get to know other like-minded crafty people to help inspire you and build up your confidence. As well as some free courses in there, mainly for Cricut beginners, which is great if you are a Cricut beginner. And we hope that you join. Click below to see how to do that. But we will see you later on for another segment of Flock Talk.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.